This is kind of where I feel like Bourgeois might get some of his best offense off, but when it is a little dirty. Oh, looks like
oh, referee, you wait for a natural break in the action.
Yeah.
You don't stop a fight when a fighter's throwing to put a gum shit back in. Come on, that's amateur.
Clash of shins there. Looked like Bourgeois might have connected, but he's eating heavy shots now.
This could be the beginning of the end. Oh, but he gets caught with a shot of his own. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a firefight.
Ulrich is all over him right now. On him like bees on honey. Also 10 years younger. With that out of the way, let's hand it over to the one, the only, Mr. Christophe.
Ce combat en 3 fois 5 minutes vous est présenté par Oko Europe, catégorie welterweight. Dans le coin bleu, pour son premier combat en professionnel, 1m74 pour 77,5 kg, Rémi Bourgois. Et dans le coin rouge, pour son premier combat en professionnel, 1m85 pour 77,6 kg, Ulrich.
All right, there we have it. Rémi Bourgois in the blue corner, Theo Labrute Ulrich in the red. Two fighters making their pro debuts here, 10 years between them.
Ulrich looks like a coiled spring ready to go. Can he utilize that reach advantage right from the get-go? Both fighters coming out of the orthodox stance.
I'm already liking the movements that Ulrich is from there, gauging the distance, gauging the reactions of his opponent.
And you can see with that bladed stance that he has, he's working in and out, utilizing that incredible footwork that we talked about earlier. Just his command over the distance right from the get-go is incredible. He's finding a home for that jab. There's a scope there for the uppercut. If he followed up the 1-2 into an uppercut, because if you notice, Bourgeois is dipping the head a little bit when those shots come in.
I was just thinking that, and it looks like Ulrich connected there. Yeah, you're completely correct there, Phil. There is an opening for that uppercut, for sure.
See, even if Ulrich pops the jab and almost invites Bourgeois to walk onto that shot, it could be a one-hitter quitter.
And some damage by the right eye of Bourgeois already. Yeah, he's bleeding. And he's eating some shots as well up against the cage. He's getting lit up like a Christmas tree right now.
I don't think that Bourgeois has landed anything on Ulrich so far. That jab is just finding a home. It is pinpoint. But again, if he could throw that uppercut, I almost want to shout it to him because I can see it so clearly. Oh, he gets tagged with a shot there. He needs to remain smart in those situations.
Yeah, he can't drop his guard. He's fighting with his chin a little bit up in the air.
Trying to break off, does so beautifully. And if he can just maintain this kind of rhythm, this flow, this kind of cadence, you know, he's essentially walking away with this fight. He's landing when he wants.
I wouldn't mind seeing a high kick as well from Ulrich because I do feel like that opening is there. Oh, he goes to a body instead. Swing and a miss with that kick there from Bourgeois.
Even a pop knee when Bourgeois is coming forward like that with the head down.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, using that length would definitely do Ulrich well.
And Sebastian, if you and I can see the opening for that sitting from our broadcast position, you can bet that the corner of Ulrich can see that too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure they've been screaming it at him. Oh, but he's really letting that damage pile up on his opponent now.
Popped a few knees in the clinch there.
Oh, he got struck there, though. Bourgeois connecting with a left hook.
He needs to remain cognizant of his defense as well. There is a little trope that some fighters fall into when they land all these shots, when they're kind of controlling the flow. They forget that they can be hit. Oh! La Brute with brute force and determination there, but Bourgeois trying to get in on this takedown. Split base from Ulrich.
No, Nice job there by Ulrich. He's got his left hand on the inside.
Yep.
Might hit the switch.
Trying to do so. Here it comes. Has wrist control too. Stuffing the head down. He could end up taking the back here if he's quick enough.
Yeah, he could actually spin around the... I mean, honestly, there's openings on both directions.
If he can connect his hands together and rip that leg up, he can hit the switch.
Yep.
But it's the hand that's keeping him safe right now. Beautiful work from Ulrich to disengage. Steph, jab.
It's like that jab of Ulrich is heat-seeking the way that it's connecting.
It's pinpoint, isn't it? Again, the scope there for that uppercut is...
Oh, another spinning back kick to the breadbasket there from Ulrich. Oh, it goes high.
Coming up to the final minute of the round. Spin and a miss from Bourgeois.
Less than a minute left of the first round of this welterweight contest.
Again, I'd like to see Ulrich disengage. He has 45 seconds to keep point scoring, to land those shots. Like you say, the jab has been pinpoint for him. Bourgeois doing everything he can to try and smother the work of Ulrich.
And Ulrich said heading into his fight, I'm not stressed, I was programmed for this, and it certainly looks like it right now.
It very much feels that Ulrich is picking up where he left off in the amateur game. Dominant as ever, progressing to the professional ranks.
What do you look at that? It was Bourgeois throwing the uppercut. Punching his way into those striking exchanges is Ulrich.
You can see what Bourgeois is trying to do a little bit too late in the round. He's trying to roll underneath and land that big shot coming up over the top.
Yeah.
Now, this is an interesting little dynamic and a little interesting facet of fighting. Bourgeois has absorbed a lot of damage. That's going to deplete his cardio. However, could Ulrich potentially...
This is kind of where I feel like Bourgeois might get some of his best offense off, but when it is a little dirty. Oh, it looks like
Oh, referee, you wait for a natural break in the action.
Yeah.
You don't stop a fight when a fighter's throwing to put a gum shit back in. Come on, that's amateur.
Clash of shins there. Looked like Bourgeois might have connected, but he's eating
Oh!
heavy shots now.
This could be the beginning of the end. Oh, but he gets caught with a shot of his own. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a firefight.
Ulrich is all over him right now. On him like bees on honey. But this ain't sweet. Oh, wow, look at that.
Almost disdainfully throws him to the ground. And if he can keep up, he doesn't need to throw 100%. It could be like one of the Diaz brothers. 60% accumulation of damage will end the fight.
Absolutely. I would love to see him throw some knees in this position as well. Use that length, use that reach. That would also drop the guard of his opponent, opening for more potential for head strikes.
A crimson mask being worn right now by Bourgeois. Much to his credit, he's still throwing shots.
I mean, he may be down, but he's not out. Not yet, anyway.
Could someone please tell Ulrich that there is a particular strike in mixed martial arts called the uppercut? Big man is just loving these hook shots and these straight shots.
And another break in the action here. I'm assuming that the cage side physician is going to be brought in to look at the cuts on Bourgeois.
In my opinion, that's a little bit premature.
Yeah, I feel so too. He's bloody for sure.
But that's not a cut that's going to be an impediment to the fight. That's going to be an impediment to the breathing. But yeah, you're not talking about something that's going to obstruct the vision.
Also, this puts a halt in the momentum
Yeah.
that Ulrich was riding. And it also gives Bourgeois a breather.
Referee also doing a terrible job of keeping Ulrich in the neutral corner. But hey, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, right.
That's what my Tinder bio says. But like Sebastian, you made a great point that this halts them. It not only gives Bourgeois a little bit of a reprieve, but it also halts the momentum of Ulrich. He could have been on his way to finishing the fight.
Yeah, and this might even serve to sort of cause him to cool down a little bit.
And all that break in the action did to bring the doctor in. It just cleaned up the face a little bit. It was purely aesthetic. It didn't serve any real purpose to the cadence and flow of the fight.
Bourgeois fighting better now, too.
Oh, throwing some nice strikes now. Renewed impetus by Ulrich. He's just covering up now. He's not really offering anything.
More heavy shots thrown there by Ulrich. It seems like just a question of time. A minute and a half left in our middle round.
You wonder then, if Bourgeois becomes bloodied up like he was, does the referee then stop it again?
Yeah, that was a strange referee intervention there for sure.
Ulrich can separate here and just again leave Bourgeois at the end of these shots. Each time you think that Bourgeois is 1 or 2 shots away from being finished, he rolls and throws something of his own. Like you say, the man is a dog. Final minute of the second round.
And he's just leaking blood all over Ulrich right now.
He is leaking like a badly installed kitchen tap.
And I do wonder if perhaps Ulrich is starting to feel a little bit of fatigue.
30 seconds. Like you said, would like to see him separate and throw strikes. Because again, because of the blood stemming from the nose, that's going to be an impediment to the breathing of Bourgeois. He's going to have to breathe through his mouth, which then means he's breathing heavier. It also means that his jaw's a little bit looser, a little bit slack, because he can't bite down on the mouthpiece. Second round in the books. What a war we are being treated to here at Hexagone 13, Sebastian.
Oh, absolutely. They're wearing this coat of blood with pride, both of them. A testament to 2 rounds of fantastic MMA action.
If you're Ulrich, you're going to be thinking to yourself, what do I need to do to put this guy away?
And then Philip Campbell would say, throw the uppercut.
Hey, it's a great shot. Bourgeois getting cleaned up. It'll be interesting to see what kind of, like, he's undoubtedly and unquestionably, you know, so tough going in there. He's taken some incredible punishment. But he still needs to do something a little bit more offensively. Yes, we're giving him plaudits for how tough he is, but he's down 2 rounds.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He needs to go out there and throw that badly installed kitchen tap, which is part of the kitchen sink, at Ulrich. He needs to finish if he wants to win this fight. It's as simple as that.
And I mean, he's shown signs of what he needs to do. Like you mentioned, Phil, he's starting to sort of try and get inside the inside, duck under punches, come with a counter of his own, but he needs to do just a little bit more, and he can't get stuck at the end of these flurries either. I mean, even if he's not getting put down by them, he sure isn't winning the fight.
Yeah, absorbing 4 or 5 shots and trying to throw your own. That's not an effective game plan.
The Homer Simpson defense usually doesn't work.
He needs to implement a little bit of lateral movement here instead of backing up to the cage. Again, trying to roll his way into a big shot over the top, but it's a stiff jab.
That was a great jab there from Ulrich.
Seems like he's just trying to set up that straight right down the middle. Nice head movement from Bourgeois. Could have done with that in rounds 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that jab is masterful. Just pops it out.
It's almost like Ulrich can't miss with that jab.
And what he's doing is he's timing it so beautifully just as Bourgeois is coming in, takes that half step inside, the momentum of moving forward and the momentum of the shot. Beautiful.
Another great sprawl there. And again, he let him up a little bit too easily there. There was the opportunity to take the back. There was the opportunity to throw a kick just as he was back to his feet. There are a couple openings that Ulrich hasn't necessarily utilized.
Oh, beautiful shot there from Bourgeois, though. Found an opening. That nose, I think, is broke. I don't think you would need to be a doctor to quantify that.
Oh, absolutely. It is crooked like my French accent.
Seems to be the only real effective shot for Bourgeois is, oh, he got wobbled! Are we looking at the beginning of the end, Sebastian?
I mean, we've thought so several times. Spinning back kick connects slightly there from Ulrich.
Good patience being shown here by Ulrich. Oh, big knee right up the middle.
Finally, we're seeing some of those knees utilizing that height advantage.
Do you know what you could do with throwing, Sebastian?
An uppercut.
How did you know?
Oh, big winging shots there and a very labored takedown attempt. Easily defended there by Ulrich.
Perfect choice of vocabulary there. Everything that Bourgeois is throwing now is coming just that little bit slower, that little bit more labored. And very much like in our previous fight, you get the feeling that if Ulrich is to put the foot on the gas ever so slightly, he could be on his way to a finish.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he connected with a nice right hand there. Stopped Bourgeois in his tracks.
Jumping knee just misses the chin.
Oh, another beautiful jab there.
You would love to see the metrics and the statistics on the numbers on this fight, just to see how many pinpoint jabs were landed by Ulrich. Does have 6 wins by way of KO or TKO as an amateur. Even just the way he slides out of range there when Bourgeois is trying to throw the big shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's showing why he is so hyped up, why he is so highly ranked on the French and European scene.
And if you notice, Bourgeois keeps rolling the head out to his right side. As he's doing that, there it is to the right side, and it's very, very low. If Ulrich is to time a head kick, and he connects with that, that could be game over. He starts on the inside and rolls outside every time. See, there it is again.
Yeah, clear tell, definitely. Oh, nice fly.
Oh, huge knee. Funnily enough, if you were going to stop the fight to check cuts, now would be the time to do it because of the cut over the eye.
Yes.
The referee going.
I mean, this looks like a horror movie right now.
Referee going full Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. Oh, this could be the beginning of the end.
This might be it. Another one of those flurries might just be enough.
And he's still trying to find that home run hit. Big, big sprawl. And as much as he's taken a beating in this third round, could it be quantified as a moral victory if Bourgeois gets to the end?
I mean, sure, yeah. That moral victory won't go on your record, though.
Big, heavy sprawl from Ulrich.
Yeah, easily defended, very telegraphed. But again, I feel like Ulrich is letting him off too easily from these positions. He could utilize a position and deal much more damage.
Yeah, there's definite blood in the eye here, Bourgeois. Eating big shots. Oh, that has to be it, that's it! Oh, whoa! The icing on the cake for the most decorated amateur in the history of French MMA, who now moves to 1-0 as a pro. Sebastian, how impressed are you with that man?
I mean, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm probably at a 12 right now. That was one-way traffic, and Ulrich was in the driver's seat. And Bourgeois still down from that knee.
With 10 seconds left in the round, the composure shown by Ulrich, the patience to know that if he just kept doing what he was doing, didn't take...
MMA changed her life.
I think MMA changed the life of all of us. Yeah. Time we saw it, we became passionate about it. It's funny you say that because Aschenbrenner, I was reading an interview where she said that she was not a big fan of MMA before she started, and she fell in love after actually doing it.
Yeah, she kind of bought into some of that stigma, the negative stigma against MMA, but that's the thing, don't knock it till you try it, right?
Oh, she got caught a few times. I think her face is already being reddened up by the impact from Lina Hamosh.
I like what Hamosh is doing on the outside right now. She's using that long jab, using those kicks, and especially the lead kick as well. But she's getting caught with some return fire.
Well, Aschenbrenner is really aiming only for the face of Lina Hamosh, turning this one into almost a boxing match. That's what she's hoping.
And it would seem, at least this early on, like the power advantage resides with Aschenbrenner. Hamosh is landing shots, but nothing too decisive.
You know, Aschenbrenner actually got caught a few times because I think even though she's pretty precise in her action. She's getting hit many, many times, even though she's the one moving forward.
Well, the thing is, she's not taking her head off the center line a whole lot. She would do well with some more defensive striking there, because right now she's kind of walking into those straight punches. On
Exactly. You're completely correct.
Clinch position here. Let's see what Hexagone does with it.
Doing her best now to take her down, using the leverage. Ooh, up. Nice balance by Hamouche, refusing to go down.
And I do believe that speaks to the grappling experience of Hamouche. Like we said in the walk-ins, very, very experienced in the grappling realm. Oh, there's a takedown off the fence. Nice work there by the French national team representative, Hexagone. Oh, going for a submission. Spins around.
Yeah, 20 seconds. No. Now back in the ground and pound position. Hamouche is trying her best to push her away. A bit sloppy, Aschenbrenner. Probably pressed by the time that was actually going down, and she did a little bit of sloppy work in the last 10 seconds, but she did the damage. She got the takedown and actually ended the round by being on top, and that's always very important, especially in the eyes of the judges on the outside. You always finish strong. That kind of cements in the heads of everyone that you were the dominant one in the matchup.
And I do wonder if that was enough to steal the round, because before the clinch position, I feel like Hamouche was getting the better of Hexagone on the feet. Then we saw Hexagone punch her way into the clinch and did not relinquish that position until she grounded her opponent. And yeah, it was, some of the ground and pound was perhaps a little bit sloppy, but I mean, at the end of the day, she was the only one landing offense at the end of the round. So that's the thing. I wonder how the judges saw that first round. Do they lean into the way it was punctuated, or do they scored on the strength of the opening striking from Hamouche?
You got to respect the performance by Lina Hamouche, though, because we were talking about the using the knee now to push on the face of Lina Hamouche and try to get the upper hand.
Nice work into full mount.
Exactly, full mount position for Aschenbrenner, and there she can have a lot of fun now. And the sloppy ground and pound that I was complaining about at the end of the first round, she can maybe do it way better this time. She's a little bit too high on the upper body of Hamouche. Switching it to, yep. The arm's going to be secured. You can smell the submission coming. You can smell it, and I think it's going to be done! Oh my God! Yep. The intensity was too strong, and Mathilde Aschenbrenner getting the submission win in a very professional manner for this amateur. Took it slowly but surely, got into the full mount, and moved to the side, secured the arm, and before it was hyperextended, I think Lina Hamouche tapped out, and it was over very quickly.
Very nice work there by Hexagone, who, I mean, like I said earlier, she is planning on going pro at the end of the year, and I can understand why. It's hard to find amateur female fighters as it is.
She actually said it was her last stop before becoming pro, so I think it's going to become her pro career is going to come sooner than later, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see.
La gagnante de ce match par soumission, le coin rouge, Mathilde Hexagone.
Good performance. You see what happened. I complained about her ground and pound, and then what she did a few minutes later, she used it to set up a submission. Beautiful manner. You think she has all the tools to start a pro career now?
I definitely think so. I mean, is there some stuff to work out? Sure, absolutely. You're always learning as an MMA fighter. But I think that based on the strength of Hamouche's grappling credentials, this definitely speaks volumes of a potential for Hexagone. Her being able to tap out a skilled grappler like Hamouche, that says a lot.
Mathilde, félicitations, victoire par soumission.
Congratulations for this win by submission. It happened exactly like you planned?
assez engagée. Merci à Lina pour ce combat.
Yeah, it was a
Je
really
remercie
tough
aussi mes
fight.
coachs pour tout le travail qu'ils
I
font
want to
avec moi,
thank
tous mes
Lina
partenaires
for this
d'entraînement, mes amis
for
et
this
élèves qui ont
bout.
fait
I
le
want to thank
déplacement
my
de
friends,
Paris.
my coaches, and
Et,
all the people
sur
who
mon état adversaire avec Lina.
were
Mais,
following
dans
my
2 semaines, on va
career.
participer au championnat d'Europe. Et du coup, on sera partenaires. Et
So
camarades
Lina is going to
pour
be my
représenter la
partner
France
actually in a few months because we're going to be participating together at the European Championship. So
C'est
she's my
votre
opponent tonight, but my
12e
partner tomorrow.
victoire ici à l'Arena Futuroscope dans un cadre exceptionnel
This is
avec
not
un
the first
public
time that
exceptionnel
you win
également.
here at the Futuroscope in
L'avenir des
Poitiers.
championnats d'Europe, mais un passage en pro bientôt.
So people say that you're going to be a
un passage en
pro
pro cette
very
année.
soon.
C'est mes coachs qui diront quand c'est le moment. Et,
Yeah, exactly. My
Hexagone,
coaches
donc,
are
hâte de
actually
combattre avec cette organisation.
telling me about
C'est
it.
très bien organisé.
We're going to
et
decide it very
pour moi,
soon.
c'est super. Merci.
And of course, I'm going to
Eh
start
bien,
my pro
merci à vous
career
et
here
encore
in Hexagone
félicitations,
MMA.
mesdames et messieurs, la gagnante de ce match, Mathilde Aschenbrenner.
So yeah, we're just we're flirting basically with the pro ranks. Maybe not tomorrow, but before the end of the year for sure. You were right.
Well, that'll be a very welcome pro debut here in Hexagone MMA. A European gold medalist like Aschenbrenner